Now, you see, this is the sick psychopath behavior of a mental disorder, which is known as white supremacy. So you have a guy, an MMA fighter, Derrick Lewis, out in Houston, saves a white family, and this troglodyte Neanderthal is clutching on to a Confederate flag. He says he has nothing else with him but his clothes and his Confederate flag. He still wants to take the Confederate flag with him. After this giant black guy who's an MMA fighter, Derrick Lewis, saves him from the tragic natural disaster in Houston from Hurricane Harvey. So from this article from Vlad TV, it states that Derrick Lewis, who's an MMA fighter, saves this family, this white family, from the flooding streets of Houston. And I'm going to read the article for you guys. It says, as the death toll for Hurricane Harvey reaches 30 souls, we have only begun to comprehend the destruction left in its wake. People from all over the country have done their part to help those touched by the storm, donating what they can and rescuing those in need. Among those people was MMA fighter Derrick Lewis, who waded through waist-deep water to save a family holding a Confederate flag. Lewis, known as the Black Beast in the MMA world, returned to his home state with his pickup truck to help those stranded after news of Harvey's destruction reached him. Quote, it feels good to help people, Derrick Lewis wrote on Twitter for his heroic efforts. I picked up one guy and his family and his wife. He just kept apologizing to me because all he really had was his clothes, and he wanted to take his Confederate flag. He wanted to take that with him, and he just apologized and said, man, I'll sit in the back of your truck. I just want to take my flag inside of, well, he said, man, I'll sit in the back of your truck. I don't want to have my flag inside of your truck like this. I said, man, I'm not worried about that. So there you have it. A goddamn white supremacist admits that the Confederate flag, there's an issue, especially having a Confederate flag around a black guy's vehicle, around a black guy, period. That's a problem. Of course they know it's a problem. White supremacists, they've been knew it was a goddamn problem. They've always lied. But like I said, that is knowing the fact that you still want to take a Confederate flag with you, knowing that's all you have, and the clothes on your back, you still want to take a damn flag. That shows you the power of white supremacy. That shows you the power of that mental illness, which is white supremacy, where they think clutching onto a goddamn piece of cotton or whatever the fabric that's made out of represents their well-being, represents who they are, represents their ideology, which is a mental disorder in white supremacy. Right? But they think that flag represents their culture, which of course they have the right to think that's their culture, which of course it's not. All it is a mental illness. But holding on to that inanimate object, which is that Confederate flag, represents the very well-being of who they are. Troglodyte Neanderthals. But in this case, they think it's white supremacy. And of course, like I said, the guy admit, I'll sit in the back of your truck. I don't want to have my flag inside of your truck like this. That, of course, that right there, you got a white supremacist admitting that a Confederate flag is definitely not right around black people. It's definitely not right. So I find this story very eye-opening. The fact that a white supremacist can have absolutely nothing with them, and they will still clutch onto a Confederate flag that represents the fabric of who they are. White supremacy is a powerful mental disorder. That's what it is. It's a powerful mental disorder that has been damaging and controlling, devastating, defeating people classified as black or African American in this country and around the world for over 500 years since the inception of the transatlantic slave trade in 1505. That's how powerful white supremacy is. They're still, after everything they lost, they want to hold on to a goddamn flag, a Confederate flag, and take it with them. I gotta hold on to that flag. I'm pretty sure I wouldn't be surprised if he would if this white dude, this troglodyte, would rather take his flag with him instead of his own children. I wouldn't be surprised. But anyway, family, those are my quick thoughts on that. Leave your thoughts about the story below. I'll have the link in the description so you can check it out yourself. All right, family. Until next time, family, Chauncey, a.k.a. the Black Separatist, signing out. Peace.